Hey everybody, welcome back to a Don't Starve a Day. First off, I just wanted to apologize for the previous episode. I forgot to put on headphones or lower my volume while I was doing the post-commentary, so you got kind of this doubled over effect on all the sound effects in game, so just wanted to say sorry for that, and I will be wearing headphones from now on while I listen to the game audio, so... Alright, so moving on to this new day. I decided, we've pretty much got everything we need in terms of supplies for right now. So what we want to do now is we want to start looking for a base. And I actually do decide on a base in this episode. I'm not sure that I'm going to stick with it, but I kind of made the decision, so we'll see what happens. But as you saw, we found swamplands already, and I'm going to explore those a little bit. And this kind of has to do with my decision to stick around this area initially. And if you hear that that kind of accordion noise, that's actually some enemies that we're going to be dealing with later on. These are clockwork knights. They're some of Maxwell's creatures. They're these clockwork creatures that are found only in his biomes, and there's some other variations of them, but we won't have to worry about them for a long time, if we even get that far. That has to do with splunking and going very deep down in the caves, and I don't even know if we're going to be able to make it that far. I usually don't make it that far. I've done it maybe once, but anyways, so we're going to take a trip through the swamp. These areas are always, without exception, they are always, like, really nasty. I usually wouldn't recommend running around these places without being prepared with a log suit and a football helmet because of these guys. I'm not saying that it's impossible, I'm not saying that you can't do it. You totally can, that's why I'm doing it here, but they do a lot of damage to you. If you saw there, he made 2 swipes. Each one of those swipes does 1 hit to you, and a single hit does like a pretty significant amount of damage, so you keep getting swatted by them, and they will follow up afterwards. They follow up pretty quickly with another 2 swipes, so you can get hit 4 times by them, and suddenly, like, 90% of your health bar is gone, so... It's really crazy how short the days are lasting. I mean, like, every day is a 8-minute cycle, I believe, but, yeah, we don't have much daylight, really, to work with. But this is always fun. This is a good pastime while you're hanging around in the swamplands. Is just watching tentacles, spiders, and mermen fight, and even mosquitoes. This mosquito apparently got a nibble on that merman, which is pretty funny. I really hate the mosquitoes, but yeah. So a lot of crazy stuff happens in the swamps. We'll be exploring this place more later on. It might end up being a significant food source for us during the harsher seasons, at least winter. And since we're starting out in spring and I can't go with my rabbit hutch strategy, I decided maybe staying near a swamp, as risky as it is, it could benefit us. So I don't know how things are going to go with that. We'll see. I just wanted to experiment because I've never really tried this before, so... Now what my plan is those clockwork knights we saw before. I'm thinking I want their little territory because the marble flooring looks pretty. That was kind of my whole that was my whole idea with this. Was it a very good idea? I'm gonna say no. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. Also, sorry, I should probably turn off my Steam overlay. I'll maybe do that in the future. I'll go offline before I record. If you guys mind it, I don't know. It's not that big of a deal. Alright, so as you saw, there's a skeleton boon that was in there, and it had a couple gears next to it, along with this spear. And this is going to give us the offensive capability we need to clear these guys out, which is convenient, because, it's right in the area. Right there, I took a shot, couldn't see him. I really shouldn't have run in on him, because, like, that wasn't a safe time to run in. But, this is an alright demonstration of kiting and Don't Starve. Everything has kind of a wind-up to its attack, including yourself. So you kind of have to plan in advance, when you're gonna attack. It's not the best combat system ever, but then again, this game is not made for combat. It's not a combat-centric game, and my fire just went out there. I was keeping that in case the battle ran into the night, but luckily it doesn't. At least I don't think it does. I build a fire pit anyways, just in case. So, put the fire pit right there. It seems like a good spot right in the center. Pick up some gears. And accidentally pick up the ashes. If you ever pick up something accidentally and you need to drop it quickly, you can just right-click and you'll drop it where you stand instead of having to walk to a location and drop it. It's probably common knowledge, but you know, it helps. But yeah, I love their accordion shape, just kind of their necks, how it bobs up and down. The clockwork creatures have really great designs. I really like them a lot. I used to hate them. I still kind of hate the bishops because their ranged attack can be kind of BS sometimes, but their designs are cool. So, we're getting into night here. This will be the last, about fourth of our episode for today. And since I found those 3 planks, I figured we'd make it our first course of action once we build a science machine here. I thought about putting it there, but then I decided I usually like putting it to the upper left of my fire. I don't know why, it's just a habit. So, we build a chest, and we put in that nice little grassy spot. I don't know why I put it there specifically, but, you know, should be safe there. So, we've been kind of neglecting Lucy. We haven't been chopping too much wood, not that we've needed it, but, you know, let's first get our hunger back up a little bit. Eat some soggy cooked carrots. Delicious. Alright, and what's our next thing? Oh yeah. Alright, so now I'm gonna cut down a couple trees. I can't tell you how much I love Woodie's quick wood chopping. Like, he's just a boss at chopping wood. I mean, as you would expect from a lumberjack, but there's just something about the guy that I love. It takes out a lot of those little bits of tedium, you know. Chopping down trees is one of the more tedious actions of the game, because it takes a while with all the characters, but with Woodie, like, he kind of remedies that. So now you may think I'm a little crazy, because I've suddenly become a firebug, but it's okay, I have a reason for this. I don't get to it this episode, and I actually almost do something really stupid and almost burn down my own science machine. We could make another one if we needed to, but luckily it doesn't burn down. Got really close though. I think if it was a tiny bit closer it might have burnt down. But anyway, so now we've got all of these trees. It's daytime now, and so that's the end of the episode. But next episode we are going to start expanding our base a little bit with some important tools, and I guess that's all there is to be said. I'm gonna eat a carrot and quit, and I'll see you guys all later. Thanks for watching.